it play. DjNoPhRiLLZ, got Phamous PhRiLLz, DjNoPhRiLLz. The Maybach of this mixtape-ish. The Rolls Royce of this radio-ish. I'm effing top of the line. Yes, this is the I'm with the DJ show. And we got ATL on. He's not from there, but he gets respect there and worldwide. Tell him your name, fam.
What's up? I'm with the DJ show. It's DJ KURUPT in here with DjNoPhRiLLZ. What's good, Philly?
It's good as the question is not why, but why not? I'm with the DJ show, right? I had to actually, you're the first DJ. I'm gonna keep it 100. I seen your page on Instagram. I seen you working. I said, yo, sometimes it be like, it's not personal, it be like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
I'm working, I'm like, yo, my man been putting in work for years, man. I gotta honor this brother, man. It's just crazy out here now because I hate to see when a brother.
Affirmative, Phamous PhRiLLZ, DjNoPhRiLLZ, Phamous PhRiLLZ, DjNoPhRiLLZ. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram at DjNoPhRiLLZ. Check out the new djnophrills.com.
Let it play. Passed away, and then now everybody want to put up posts or this and that. And I'm just saying it. I'm saying it like that because we got to show love and respect to the people of this culture while they're here, whether they're from Philadelphia or they're from ATL or whatever. But real fast, bro. Come to find out, you're not from ATL originally. Where you from originally?
Springfield, Massachusetts. I can tell you the whole story where it started. It started in Springfield, Mass. It grew. It converted over to Hartford, Connecticut, and then from there it went to New York City, and then down to ATL. Right.
So you was DJing. You went to ATL because you was DJing for Cash Out, right?
Well, I didn't get the opportunity to start DJing, but I went down there because they put me down there to set up the arrangements to DJ for him. They wanted me to do one, but like I said, when I got there, I found out that it was actually a tryout, I guess, something like that. So they were scouting for DJs to go on the road with Cash Out, but that's not what was told to me when they called me.
Hey man, no disrespect to them, but that's how it go in the industry sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Hey yo, let's focus on some positivity though, right? Give me a good industry story.
Hey, but listen, there's no bad, there's nothing bad about that situation because they're still my fam till this day, and I'm actually really cool with his mom's Mama Cash Out, the whole gang, so everything. So it's all good. It's all love.
So stuff.
Yes, sir. So you say you wanted a story from what?
A great, just a great. I mean, I know that story wasn't like negative. It's just the way it happens in the industry. That's not really I got a negative story for them, but they got to wait for the next episode. But just give them a positive story or something good that happened behind the scenes that you can share with people that the world might have never seen. Because in our time, right, we're not super old heads. We OGs, to make it to be clear, but it wasn't really no super social media. So share some of them great stories or great, events.
Okay, so here's a great story. It was positive. Well, I was in New York. I was in New York City. Oh, I got tons of great stories. I was in New York, right? I lived in Brooklyn, and I had got this phone call. Again, I get these phone calls, man, and when you get these calls, you gotta go. So I got a call from a friend of mine that needed a DJ for a TV show, and I was in Brooklyn. I had to get to Manhattan to the studio, and I had to get there like ASAP. And that was like with traffic. Without traffic is like 30 minutes. With traffic, it's like an hour, hour and a half maybe. And I was coming from Brooklyn. Keep that in mind. I got to go all the way to the city, and they wanted me to be on the show, and I had to grab my records and I had to go. I had to, and I almost missed that call because that was back when we had the two-way page, the Motorola two-way pages. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly. Jay-Z saying in the song, Motorola two-way page me.
Yeah, so I got the text, and my phone was like in the room or in the living room or somewhere, and my assistant, he actually got the phone, the two-way, and he saw the message and he read it, and he thought it was, he wasn't sure whether it was real or not, and they said, yo, the message said, yo, we need you at BET right now, like 10 minutes. We need a DJ. So because you know BET's on off 6th Ave in the city.
Facts.
So I was like, all right, and he showed me the message, and I say, oh yeah, this is real. I gotta get there. So I dropped everything I was doing, man, and oh my goodness, and we got pulled up. I made it all the way to Manhattan from Brooklyn, Coney Island, by the way. That's at the end of Brooklyn. And then I made it to Avenue of America, at 6th Ave, and then we got pulled over. Oh my God, because we were speeding, dipping through cars and everything. We got pulled over, and I had to explain. It was undercover. I had to explain to him what we were in the rush for. He said, "Yeah, I gotta be on TV in 10 minutes." And he gave us a pass, man. He let us go, he let us slide. And I got into the studio, got dressed, because I didn't even get dressed at home. I threw all my clothes in the bag, got to the studio, got dressed, and then we rocked 106 in Park.
Wow, that's a dope story. So when you did 106 in Park, who was on that day?
I did it several times. So one day Nelly was on, and then I did another day. I did Rap City. Crazy Bone was on. No, Lazy Bone. I'm sorry, Lazy Bone was on. I did it tons of times, man. But that specific day, I believe it was Nelly.
Okay, listen, that's dope. I mean, you know, this is I'm with the DJ show, and we gotta honor my boy from Massachusetts, DJ KURUPT. Hey, yo, I know you're a humble guy, but let's run down the rap sheet. Let's run down, like, just go off of some of people that you might have worked with in the business, names. Don't feel like you on Clubhouse where, you know, people on that fraud and then they trying to drop and say everything they did to make themselves seem like somebody. We know you somebody. That's why Officialstreetradio and myself, Phamous PhRiLLz, is interviewing you. So let's just go over some names and different places that you might have DJ'd at and things like that.
So mixtapes, I did. Man, I had tons of. I had 50 Cent, Drag On from Rough Riders. Pharrell did. I had a Pharrell host a mixtape. I had Alicia Keys host a mixtape. Worked with her. You know, I said Drag On from the Rough Riders. I said, Joe Budden. Me and Joe Budden did an amazing mixtape. We actually did 3. The first one we did was called Street Corner Radio. That's the name of my radio show. So that's another story as well. This was like Pump It Up. The beginning of Pump It Up. If you know Pump It Up, that's Joe Budden's record.
Hey, yo. Sorry to stop you. This is Phamous PhRiLLz, DjNoPhRiLLZ, Officialstreetradio. I'm with the DJ show. One question, then we can carry on. We had to pause it like a tic tac, right? So, are you still cool with Joe Buttons to this day?
Absolutely.
Cool. Listen, man, ask Joe Buttons, why did he block me?
Why did he do what?
He blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, he blocked you?
Yeah, but listen, no, you don't gotta ask him. I think it was because I was doing stuff with Coast to Coast. He hosted a mixtape we did together. Maybe because it was, I called him Joe Buttons, because his name, how you really pronounce his name? Joe Budden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason why. Cause I never did nothing wrong to him, but it's just,
I don't think so, because I remember at that time I heard Buttons tons of times. They added the S, but I don't think that was. I couldn't tell you, man.
That was weird. I mean, it was weird to me. I'm like, I didn't offend him. I ain't try to slide in his girl DM. But hey, man, listen. That's a part of being a DJ and a part of being in this business. Listen, there's no hard feelings against Joe Buttons, man. I remember the first record, Focus. When I heard Focus, I'm like, yo, I like this dude, man. And then he went on to do other things. He's doing great things today. I just wanted to chime in it's something to talk about right now. But let's get back to the story, man. DJ KURUPT, let's go.
Yeah, so then I had Joe Budden host a mixtape, and like I said, I'm in Brooklyn at the time, and he was in Jersey, so I had to drive over to Jersey. We went to his crib, and I had the you remember those portable the 8 tracks?
Yeah.
I actually had a 16 track. I had the digital 16 track. You know what I'm saying? Then with
like a rolling, I had one back in the day with mine was like the rolling 1880, but that's probably older than what you probably had. But I know.
Nah, I think I had the Fostex, the digital Fostex.
Yeah.
And then I had my mic. I had the studio mic. I had when I moved back then when I was moving, I had the studio. I had the portable studio. And
well, before it was cool, really.
Huh?
I said before everybody really had them. In those days, I back in the day, I didn't know anybody that was moving really like that.
Yeah, I was definitely moving like that. I went to Jersey, locked in with Joe Budden, went to his crib. He was in his with his moms and his son, or not his son, his cousin, or whoever was there at that time. We did the studio, we did the mixtape drops in his crib on the Fostex joint. And another time, that's how I got the Drag On drops. This is where we got Drag On drops. If you know Canal Street in New York, in Manhattan.
Yeah.
On the corner of Canal and 6th Ave, there's a Blimpies right there.
Wow.
I met Drag, we pulled up in the Blimpies. I had to plug it in. I had the portable joint, but it needed power. So we went into Blimpies and I pulled the studio out. We recorded in Blimpies, man. Me and Drag On mixtapes. What was it called? 2 Guns Up. It wasn't a game, man. And I had this. I took it everywhere. I would take my portable DAT machine to concerts. Like I did, rest in peace DMX. I did a DMX concert up north. I did the Lost Boys concert. I did the Lil Kim concert. Meanwhile, I'm doing the show. I got my guy with the sound man plugging in my portable DAT, and that's how I got the Hey man, I
respect it. Listen, yeah. I respect it because back then the technology was different, but you still was making it happen. I would have did the same thing. I would have set up the Blimpies. I would have did whatever you had to do to get those drops and to build that relationship, man. Hey, yo, why you think in this day and time a lot of artists and DJs are so lazy?
They don't have to work like how we did. You know what I'm saying? The internet. They don't have to work like how we did. Everything is available. And even still that it's available, you don't get that production that you would expect.
Right.
It's just easier, man. Just easier. But yeah.
So do you feel like your career would be like, say all those things that you did working with Lil Kim, the Lost Boys, BET, if social media was back then, do you think your career, you legendary status definitely in my book, and you definitely have some great accomplishments, and I'm not trying to downplay none of it because you've done some major things. But if you had social media that we had today back then, you think it'd be on another level?
I definitely believe so. With that type of push and drive that I was putting in then with the internet, oh man, yeah.
I agree with you. I just wanted to hear what you had to say, because it's crazy because a lot of OGs be mad at the young bucks because they get it easy. And what we had, like some of the stories I have, it's not about me right now, it's about you, but I can relate some of the stuff that we had to do to make stuff happen. Like,
right. Even
just having turntables and DJing a cipher, some of the smallest there, or a show using vinyl, and when you mixing records in, like we doing the adjustments inside the headphones to make this record sound as loud as the next one. It's like so many things that we used to have to do back in the day. Like,
oh my goodness, carry the records. I had like 7 crates of records, man. And sometimes I'm going to the club by myself, who's carrying them? Me. One time I went to the club and I had the DJ, and it was an opening DJ. And so, you know, I'm coming in with my turntable cases, the record cases, everything. I walked into the DJ booth and I put my turntables up, and the DJ looked at me and said, "What's that?"
What? What year was this? That's crazy. What year was this?
Yo, that was like, I want to say maybe 2006. Maybe like 05, 06.
And he said, "What's that?" What, he was on CDJs?
Yeah, he was definitely on the CDJs.
Wow, what's this? That's crazy. The craziest thing I hear is that, like, they be like, "You old," like when they see my turntables, they be like, that's old school." I'm like, "No, homie, you got the game effed up. That's hip hop.
Right.
It's not old school. No, it's a part of hip hop. That turntable, that's a whole nother thing." But so what's your favorite turntable? Talking about turntables, I'm gonna guess it's a 1200, but I could be wrong.
Still got my 1200. Still, I had 2 pairs, but someone got away with one of my pairs, but I still have my 1 pair.
I got you. Yeah, I have a set of 12s, and I used the reloop turntables, the reloop 8000 MKs. I didn't want to get the Rain ones. How you feel about the like the technology, like the Rain ones? And
it's all good. You gotta adapt and adjust and go with it, because it's all good, man. The good, you know, one thing that we don't have to do anymore is carry the record cases, man. Crates.
Right. Hey, yo, man, listen, we could talk forever, man. Listen, I respect you, but before we wrap this interview up, man, and there's no rush, believe me, I respect you. Let's talk about 2021. What do DJ Kurupt have going on? What are you working on?
Right now, I'm working on my EP. I'm putting the EP out, maybe like between 5 to 7, maybe 10 songs, and I'm producing them myself. And I'm featuring artists that I like. I'm featuring hot artists I feel like are dope. I'm doing the EP, and we're still working on DJ Kurupt TV. It's a TV program platform out of Atlanta. I'm working on that, and I just wrote my list out today. What we're doing. The new website's on the way, djkurupt.com. You can log on now and subscribe. You know, so we have your email address locked in. So when the brand new website is completed, we'll be able to send out updates. So log on to djkurupt.com, subscribe, follow me on all social media at djkurupt. Look out for my EP. I'm getting ready to drop 1 song really soon, and then DJ Kurupt TV, and that's on Instagram as well at DJ Kurupt TV. And be on the lookout, be ready, get ready, show some respect, because you know what time it is. It is officially Virgo season, baby. And I'm probably drop one of my songs between now and next Virgo season, respectfully.
That's dope. And you know what, Kurupt? The question is not why, but why not? I'm with the DJ show, Phamous PhRiLLz, DjNoPhRiLLZ. Shout out to my fam, DJ Kurupt. Make sure y'all follow him on all social platforms. Make sure you check out the new djkurupt.com, man. Listen, oh yeah, we might have something on the way too, but you got to stay tuned. Check out his site, check out my site, check out our Instagrams. Hey, yo, the question is not why, but why not? Again, you got to understand what's going on. I'm with the DJ show. Respect the DJ Kurupt, DjNoPhRiLLZ. Let it play.
Got you.